Good morning. Thank you everyone for welcoming me here. It's very much a pleasure to be back in Cambodia. It's been a few years for me. I'm based out of Singapore. My name is Maxime Pora. I am the head of Asia Pacific for Picotel. A little bit about Picotel and how we use technology into our learning process for children. So we are changing the way children learn how to read. We're a global company. We're based out of Norway, but we are all everywhere in the world, and we want to make sure that we not only help for learning English, but also learning English as a second language, and also to link to the culture and to the local language. So we are a digital reading platform for children's age from 4 to 12. But after, we can see a lot of people using that even at a later age that wants to learn English. As you can see, we've been recognized in many places as a tech company providing the best solutions. We were last year very famous in the Time magazine, being one of the top 20 companies in edtech in the world. That was a big reward for the work that we've done. So we create a full ecosystem to empower both teachers and students to learn to read and read to learn, not only for pleasure, but also like for education points for all classes that they wouldn't have to do. So we are looking at consistently improving our product by leverage technology and like AI, and this is a little bit what I want to talk more in details today in our latest project that called Create. Thank you. So Picotel Create is how to use AI to create personalized books in multiple languages across the curriculum. And this is something that has been developed into a system for the teachers that they don't have to learn something new. They don't have to use all the AI technology out there. It's all combined in one place where they can really create a book adapted to either a specific student or a specific class at a certain level, a certain age, a certain knowledge. So I will just show you a demo a little bit of how it works. I'm going backward, I think. Yeah, can I put the next one, please? And press play. There you go. So this morning I was thinking, I wanted to know about magnets, and I was like, how do I explain to a 6-year-old about magnets? So I just put it into our creating a book system, and I just selected what I wanted, the age of the person, and then I start creating a book. It takes me to the next level where I can choose through different word arts that I want the book to look like. I was first drawn by the kangaroo, but I decided to go a little bit more classic with this form of art. Then I can choose a voiceover. This one's in English, but we have also in local language. And today I felt like George was the right person to tell me about magnets. Then the book starts to be created. And now I can review everything into the book, into the text, the artworks and everything. I can click in places, and if I need to change the background, the stories or anything, we can do it right away there, and you can see this is in real time. And I can change the description from it, but everything works for me. So I'm going to save, and I'm going to read through to make sure that the content is correct, and this is with the word that I want the students to learn or anything. And I will click, and then magic is starting to happen. The book is created. There we are. The book is created, and I can do a few things. I can share the book either with another teacher that will also have a student or a class that will be interested with this. I can assign it directly to my class. So if my class, I want all students to have it, I can select them all. But this one, I knew that Charlie and Eddie were more keen about magnets, so I want to give that specially for them. And I can assign a date when they need to read that. So they have to tell me this. Then, finally, the important things, I can read the book. So it takes me to the page where the new book has been created. And it's like, tell me about magnets. So you can see, I can just go to the next page. I can press play if I want someone to read over it. There's no sound, but you can imagine that George is telling us the story about magnets. And then I just continue, so you can see it's fairly basic because it's for 6 years old, so we don't want to go over complicated. But he really tells the story, and he makes it personal with nice story. Then I can review my book, write a review. So like magnets are awesome, for example. I really enjoy that, and I can submit it. This will let me go back to my library, so that you can see a little bit like what is our digital library. So you will see, now this is where the teacher will see. So this is all the books that I created lately. Then there is all the libraries that we have that is adapted to different age. But we work also with publishers, with local MOEs to have all the curriculum here, like Oxford University Press, etc. So we have this in English and in local language. We have like an unlimited ways to create a book and to adapt it to the level of the students of reading, either if they're learning English or they are already English speakers. Anyway. And then we have also, for earlier age, some phonics and programs that will create very, very easy books just about recognizing the way that we write, the way that we make sounds, and everything. So this is just the beginning of how we integrated AI into our solutions. This is still what I call manual AI. We need to give a little bit of an instruction on what to build, but we very confident that very shortly, with more data, with more knowledge, we will be able to create tailored curriculum to students, depending on their level, depending on their interest, depends on these things, and really engage them. But also for teachers, to give them a tool where they're comfortable to create some things that is very relevant to students that maybe don't have the same interest into reading, and it's more difficult. So we can create really the right thing for this. We already have thousands of students working and creating books with their teachers in Southeast Asia. We're working with the Ministry of Education in Johor Bahru in Malaysia. We're working in the Philippines, and then across Europe we have people like perfecting their skills in English using Picatel Create and the way that we work. So it's really about making it as personal as possible to engage people or not. Next slides, please. No, next. There we go. Just a little bit more about Picatel and what we do in general. So yeah, as you can see, this is what we call the science of learning, reading, and this is AI is only one little things into the teaching part. This is the ecosystem that we created because we believe that it's not only about academics to learn how to read and reading, but it's also about creating an interest to read for pleasure, to have a purpose of reading, and to kind of bring back some curiosity and joy for students and for teachers to work together on learn to read and read to learn. Next slide, please. So, as I say, we have a digital library collection. So we are diverse and engaging content, so which doesn't mean that you can pick a stage, you can differentiate with the level of students or teachers. You can have a direct support in the classroom. I'm running out of time, so I will just go through. We have working very closely with publishers and ELT partners to integrate all the books, so we can see some of our partners here. And then on the avatar and offline access, we also want to reward students, so you can create your avatar. The more you read, the more items you can add to your avatar. And we understand that not everyone has access to connectivity, so there is an option to have offline access to books and education. Next, please. For the teachers, I'm not going to go through this, but like you have a full view of insight of tracking of where the class and in particular students are standing, and assess how they are learning, their comprehension is, where is into their curriculum content. Next, please. So phonics has been used for more than 20 years in the UK. Is really a systematic, synthetic programs that helps mastering the decoding of the letter and sounds to make it simple. So it's the early stage on how to read. Next slide, please. And they will creates decodable books that are really interactive and easy to use and very colorful for children to able to practice not only their vocabulary but also their pronunciations, their phonics and their phonetics. So unfortunately, this is all my time. So I will be here, and I'm happy to talk more with any of you. Anyone who's interested to see how we create book. We can do a direct demo. We can create books together about anything, and happy to talk about all our products. Please, my email is there, and I will be here for the rest of the day. But thank you very much.